I uploaded a few videos today, and or I will. I haven't uploaded them yet. Well, one is actually uploading as I speak, and there's another one that I'm going to be talking about that I did, and it is saying how sometimes you got to pull yourself out of situations. You know, you're helping people, and you know, all they want to do is just, you can give them all this advice all you want, but they don't really want help. They don't. They're not changing, and you're involved, and you're, you know, in over your head. And as I was speaking of that, it was just in my heart to speak to you also about people that you're helping them while they're disrespecting you. You're helping them financially. Some of them, you're giving them a roof over their head. You're helping to make their car payments. You're helping to do all these different things. And they are disrespecting you. And some of you, you're being abused. Some of you, your grandkids are abusing you. Some of you, it's your children that's literally abusing you. Sometimes it's your siblings. Sometimes it's a friend. Sometimes it's a partner. But it's just in my heart to talk about this. There's a demographic of people where you are helping, and they are abusing you in return. They are disrespecting you in return. They're good with you as long as you can give them something, as long as they're benefiting from it. But they don't respect you enough to take counsel from you. They don't respect you enough to value your wisdom. All they want is the money. All they want is a roof over their head. All they want is your assets. And so you find yourself stuck. But I'm here to tell you, a lot of times you're enabling these individuals. I can never tell anybody what they can do, what they should do in their lives, and how they should go about anything. But all I am called to do is to open your eyes to the situation. The first thing I always tell people to do when you're in these situations is to go before God and pray. Pray. Ask the Lord to help you to be able to make sound judgment and decisions, not based on how much you love the person, but what is the best avenue for them and for you. Because when you're involved with people and individuals that will cause you to lose your peace, those who will disrespect you, those who will just, you can, as long as you're saying what they want is okay, but they don't have any problems insulting you, disrespecting you, just being very rude to you, and you have been there, you've helped them financially, you've been there for them emotionally, you have tried to be there for them in every possible way, and these individuals can turn around and be this way to you. You may be a grandparent. I see some of you, you're helping your grandchildren, or you're helping your kids, and they are abusing you, and they are just, some of them in your house, they don't want to do anything. They still expect you to cut the grass and do everything, and they're just in your house laid up driving your car. They don't want to help do anything, and they don't want to work, and then on top of it they want to abuse you. Some of these things, guys, not only is prayer required, but you need to call the popos. You need to get those people out your house. Get them out of your house. Or some of them, if they just come over every now and then, honey, if you can move, go on and move secretly. They just come back and just see you're gone. But whatever it may be, some things you just have to shut it down. If you are being abused, you need to report it. You need to tell it. Sometimes you're not doing it because of who it is, but they're not thinking of who you are. And I know in some cases it can be dangerous, but you've got to talk to somebody. You have to let them know. There are lots of programs, and there are lots of things in many of your areas that can help you. And in some cases, you have the power to just stop it. But you're not. Get out of these situations, guys. And some of you, you may feel very trapped. And I will encourage you, pray and ask the Lord to give you the strength that you need to remove yourself, to close it out. Lord, Father, I need your help. I don't know what to do. I'm afraid. I'm scared. I don't know. Oh God, I pray that your angels of God will enter into my home, into the space, into the situation. God, you will pull me out. You will make a way of escape, oh Lord. Whatever is necessary to remove this person out of my life, to keep them from abusing me, let it be so. Because some of you, you're being verbally abused and you're being broken down. You're being mentally abused. And they play the mind games with you. If you don't do what they want you to do, they're not going to let you see your grandkids. If you don't do what they want you to do, they're going to get quiet on you and not speak to you and do the reverse psychology. And some of them, they will cuss you clean out like you are a stranger. Like they don't know you, like you are the arch enemy, call you out your name, use profanity, break up things, do all these different things. That is abuse, and it is a demonic spirit. It is an evil spirit. And that's why they can do wickedness to you, because they don't see you as a mother. They don't see you as a father. They don't see you as a sister or a brother or a sibling. Well, same thing, sibling. They don't see you as the grandparent. They don't see you as the person that cares about them, because they totally disconnect themselves from all that stuff that you have done for them. They disconnect because a lot of times these individuals that's in being sinful, and as their heart become more and more hardened, what happens is they grow entitled. So you are helping them, and you are being abused in return. You're involved in them, with them, and you're trying so hard to help them and to show them the way. But when it comes to you, oh, they can disrespect you. They can curse you out. They can hang up in your face. They can do all types of stuff. And they barely apologize and still expect you to keep doing for them. Those of you that can do it, close that door. Close that door. And then there's some of you that you just don't know what to do. You're like, Lord, I don't know how to do it. What you don't know how to do, the Lord knows what to do. Put it in his hands. Some of you, you have the opportunity to just go. I'm always about opportunities. Some of you, y'all be so nervous, you scared to go leave the country. Honey, there are so many government jobs that they need front desk clerks. They need medical technicians. They need people for the mailroom, clerks. You can go look up government jobs, and some of you will qualify for these things. In some cases, they'll pay for your moving expenses depending on the type of job you have. And others, you just need to bring yourself there and they take care of you. Go on and move to Japan. Go on and move to Germany. Go on and move to England. Move to these places. Take your job. Don't tell anybody what you're doing. Just go. Some of you, you have the ability to just move somewhere and just be at peace. You're not responsible for raising your kids' children. And sometimes you want to help them, and it's good to be there to help. As a grandparent, yes, you want to be a part of your children's lives, don't get me wrong, and help them. But sometimes your children are not being responsible. They're disrespecting you. They use the children as pawns. They drop them off with you. You can't do anything. They don't want to help you. It's, they dropping the children off with you. It's one thing, like, okay, they help you, but then you need to do your stuff. You need to go where you need to go. They know that you have an appointment for a medical appointment. You have to go to the grocery store. You have something with the Social Security office, and they're not helping you. They won't come and get the children. They won't pick them up like they're supposed to. And so you're missing your appointments. You can't do the things that you need to do. God wants to call you out of this. That is called elderly abuse. And you need to start telling. First, you need to tell the Lord. And when he leads you and shows you some practical and natural means that you may need to take, you need to do those things. And some of you, you have the ability to just go do that. Some of you, you have the ability to say, enough is enough. You got to move out. You have to go. This can no longer happen. Sometimes you have to do those things. To keep your peace of mind. Being a Christian does not mean you're an idiot. If you look in the book of Proverbs, you see very clearly how we are called to have wisdom and discernment and understanding. And sometimes you have to remove yourself from people. You are not called to be abused. It disturbs your peace. It disturbs your spirit. You can't even function and pray right. You can't do the things you need to do, because what you have in your house is someone who is possessed by a spirit. That's why they can treat you like that. That spirit don't care about you. That spirit don't recognize you as grandma, grandpa, mom, dad, brother, sister, child, whatever. Maybe they don't. Because now there's, as I say, child, some of you, you're even being abused by your own parents. You're doing everything you can to help them. You're being loyal. You're being a good child. You're being a wonderful son or daughter to them. But they are abusing you because they have an entitled mindset. They're abusing you. They're abusing your spouse if they're living with you. They're causing problems in your home. They're doing all these different things. They're causing trouble even between you and maybe your siblings, because that parent is telling them all types of things about you that's not true, and making it seem as if you're mistreating them, when what they want to do is continue to have a hold, keep you, have a hold over you. God sees everything. Get in prayer. The first thing you do in these cases, you pray. And sometimes you may need to fast. And all that means is, guys, it doesn't mean you starve yourself. Some of you can't do that. You take medications and things. You can't fast like that. But you can have a juice, vegetable. You can have liquids, and that's just broth, soups, veggies, all types of different things. There's all kinds of things you can do. And even if it's just one day out of the month or one day a week, you fast and you ask God to deliver you, to open up a door that you can move, or this person can be gone. Close this door, oh God. Whatever you need to do, God, free me and pull me up out of here. I want this to end. I want this to stop. Being a believer does not mean that you sit there and you be abused. Because God needs you to do his work to win souls. You can't win souls when you're hurting and you're paranoid and your mind is just shot and your head is hurting and you're sick. Some of these relationships and these connections that you have will put you in the grave sooner than anything else. If you have things going on in your body, it can accelerate it because you're stressed. Ask the Lord to lead you out. I personally cannot tell you what to do because I don't know your whole situation and I am not there. So I'm not in a position to tell you what to do. But most of the times you'll find you already know what to do, but fear keeps you. And sometimes because you care about this person so much, it keeps you there. There are a lot of people who have entered into their grave early because they got stressed out in the body. Others, they end up in the grave early because their behavior escalated and they took their lives. But in all of it, they had a window in which they could have left. They could have closed that door. But the longer you entertain these individuals or this person, you allow them to do certain things, the worse they can get. And then you'll find that window you had to escape, to go, to be delivered has passed. Or you try to move when you shouldn't. Sometimes you don't move when God tells you to move, but you move when you shouldn't. Or you move at a time where the person has become very, very dangerous. Extremely dangerous. Follow God. Move when he tells you to move. And pray and ask him to lead you and to guide you and to show you and to direct you. Some of you need your own personal exodus. And you're in your own house. You're not meant to be abused. You were not designed to be abused and mistreated. This is all I have.